I've always have a conflict with a banjo because Stuart says the vocals don't come through if I pick. I like to pick. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just do an instrumental here. Oh, awful. That's a good start there.
Great. So I think we'll just pass the baton to Jack. Now, let me explain how we do this in case you don't know. We mute everyone, and then when you're ready to do your stuff, you can unmute yourself. And that way we don't interfere with each other. So I'm going to mute everybody. And Jack, if you have some words for us, you can unmute. It looks like you already have. And so you're welcome to get started anytime you wish.
Alrighty then. I do have something I want to read. This piece is called Traveler Alone. Sorrows follow me down this lonely road, set out to be free of him. But trouble has dogged my every step. It's not what I thought, not what I saw. And just a lonely traveler walking a lonely road. Road has been forever long and dusty, the wind blowing black storm clouds by, noise echoing the storm, boiling in my heart. Tears rise up, come streaming down, remembering all that was said and all that was done. Sorrows follow me down this lonely road, set out to be free of him. Trouble, oh trouble has dogged my every step. It's not what I thought and not what I dreamed. Just a lonely traveler walking an empty road. This road, with no end in sight, and no place left to go, the only end is what I make it, and death be far too slow. Walking mile after mile, just wondering if I did right, leaving them all behind, never looking back in the night. Walking this lonely road with this sorrow, my tears blinding my sight. Lonely traveler, where will you go when you find that the promises lied to your soul? Lonely traveler, walking this lonely road. This night is a storm blowing in the wind, and your heart wearing a heavy load. Lonely traveler, seeking shelter again, running from the storm and hiding from the wind. Sorrows follow me down this lonely road, set out to be free of him. But trouble has dogged my every step. It's not what I thought, not what I saw. Just a lonely traveler walking a lonely, empty road. And that's that one.
Nice.
Great, thank you.
Very good.
Getting a little echoing, but I don't know why. Okay, so, I'm going to go to Mark next because I like to let him get in early because it's such a late time out there. So I'm muting everyone. And when you're ready, Mark.
I'm not going to sing today. I'm just here to listen as for reasons that I'm not going to go into, but I may just leave early as weather is changing, etc., etc. So this is why I have headphones on. Okay. So.
Okay, well, we're happy to have you with us, of course, and we'll maybe next time you'll favor
Next
us with
time.
a performance.
Next time.
Yeah. Okay, so how about Al? You're next on the list. Muting everyone. So when you're ready, Al.
All right, can everybody hear me? Okay. We've got Karen going to join me on the triangle this time. So we're gonna try to play a little Cajun music here. This is Wandering. This is a tune called the Wandering Aces Special. It was written by Lawrence Walker. He was big Cajun music back in the 50s and 60s. So, Wandering Aces Special. This is special.
Hey.
Hey!
More cowbell.
Very jolly.
I have a
Very jolly.
can I tell a funny triangle story?
Sure.
We have a friend whose birthday is tomorrow, and he played percussion, down at Southern Methodist University here in Dallas. He played in the orchestra, and they were doing a particular piece. And so I don't remember what it was, but he was playing triangle on it, and the conductor got so upset with him. He says, "No, you're going to have to go get a different ringer. The one you have is not going to work." So he had to go get it. But it was an orchestral one. I don't know, I just thought it was so funny.
Orchestral.
Yes,
Yeah.
had to find a different. Then it was.
He actually went down to Home Depot and tried out a bunch of different sized nails, and finally found one
Yes.
that worked.
That triangle was in tune. Was in tune with the guitar, so it must be in D or A or something.
Yeah. Now,
I-
Al, you know that Christine Balfa actually put out an instruction album for the triangle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I could.
It was great.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell one waltzer from the other or one two-step from the other, and could barely figure out the difference between the waltzes and the two-steps.
This
Oh, that's the fancy one.
That's a
I
real.
actually made this one, and traditionally they make them from the tines of a hay rake. You know, like those big curved tines. These are about 4 or 5 feet long, and you have to straighten them out and then turn them into a triangle. So we heated it up. A blacksmith friend of mine pounded it out. But when we were looking for these, you know, we went to a couple farms to ask these farmers, if they had any broken hay rake tine that you know, we could have. And this one guy that we got them from, he said, "You want broken ones?" And I'm like, "Well, you know, broken it doesn't make any difference." And I never knew these things was gold. You know? So I think,
I remember one time I was in Dallas, and Chris and Pete, and I think Al as well, were playing some gig in Fair Park. I can't remember the occasion. And so I came along, and Chris says, "Here, play this," and handed me the triangle. And I thought, oh, all right, this should be easy. And you know what? It isn't. Especially if it's not a waltz time, if it's a two-step. The mathematics doesn't really work. I don't know why.
I once asked Mark Savoy what the best kind of a triangle was for Cajun music. He said styrofoam.
Make good banjo strings too.
I know at Mark Savoy's music center on Saturday mornings, they have a big jam session, and they have a sign that said, "Only one triangle player at a time, please."
The triangle is the Bowron of Cajun music.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, let's move on to Stuart. I am muting all. Muting, and ready.
All right. I'm going to do a country song because I love country songs, particularly those from the 40s to the 60s. But my introduction is a one-line country song I wrote this morning. It's topical. I beg your pardon. I just caught COVID in a rose garden. And that's dedicated to the president of the University of Notre Dame. Okay. But seriously, I was watching an old Grand Ole Opry show on TV, as I want to do, and from the 50s. And there's this great song by Kitty Wells, and I looked it up. It's written by a guy called Jimmy Work, who is a singer-songwriter. He died just a couple of years ago at the age of 94. Fortunately, he wasn't that successful, apart from this one big song, maybe two. But he basically had a profession of building industrial sites, so he had a good career. But this is it's a great song. It's called Making Believe. making believe that you still love me, and it's leaving me alone and so blue. I always dream, still I never own you. Making believe is all I can do. I can't hold you close when you're not with me. You're somebody's love, and you'll never be mine. Making believe I spend my lifetime loving you and making believe. Making believe that I never lost you, but my happy hours I find are so few. My plans for the future will never come true. Making believe, what else can I do? I can't hold you close when you're not with me. You're somebody's love, and you'll never be mine. Making believe I spend my lifetime loving you and making believe, loving you and making believe, loving you and making believe.
Hey!
Yes, me. Well, for some reason or other, I seem to have skipped over Chris. He's the one part of the triangle that left out. So I think we'll go to Chris next. If you're ready, I am muting. All yours, Chris.
There. I think we were both trying to unmute me at the same time. All right. Well, I figure I'll put some fiddle in here, play an old Cajun tune. I'm finally figuring out what it is all about, the old fiddlers and old tunes and things. How come there's so many names to all these old tunes and so many tunes without names? Find that at my age now, my fiddling's great, you know, and I'm got all these old tunes, but I can only remember the names of maybe half of them. So I think that's where that comes from. I think this tune is La Prairie Dawn, but I'm not sure. Round Prairie. That's good enough.
Nice.
Yay, Chris.
You.
Very well done. Very well done.
Be great if you asked me.
Merci bien. Quoi t'as dit?
Okay, and now we've got Mary Jane. Could you give us a song? I'm muting everyone.
Sure.
Oops. Yeah, the problem with thumb picks is they get in the way of your mouse. You know, I keep poking the wrong part. Anyway, we're ready, Mary Jane.
Okay. All right, I'm going to do Cool Water, written by Bob Nolan and performed by the Sons of the Pioneers. All day I face the barren waste without the taste of water, cool water. Old Dan and I, with throats burned dry and souls that cry for water, cool, clear water. Keep a moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's a devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree? The water's running free, and it's waiting there for me and you. The nights are cool, and I'm a fool. Each star is a pool of water, cool water. But with the dawn, I'll wake and yawn and carry on to water, cool, clear water. Keep a moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's a devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free, and it's waiting there for me and you? Shadows sway and seem to say, tonight we pray for water, cool water. And way up there he'll hear our prayer and show us where there's water, cool, clear water. Keep a moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's a devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free, and it's waiting there for me and you? Dan's feet are sore, he's yearning for just one thing more than water, cool water. Like me, I guess he'd like to rest where there's no quest for water, cool, clear water.
Hey, you know, Zoom tends to every once in a while give a little distortion to things, but it worked out perfectly. on that song, because when you did water, we got this little echo, water, water. It was just perfect.
I sang water 3 times after each
Well, I know, but
verse and
it
chorus.
still echoed.
It echoed?
Nice
Well,
little effect.
Well,
really.
that's good because it's supposed to be done by a chorus, of different voices, not just one voice doing the whole
It
thing.
really pays off. Yeah.
I have a big challenge with some of these songs.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, moving along to Jim Turtelot.
Ready?
I shall mute. And we're ready for Jim.
Well, last week I did a song that I used to do years and years ago in my friend Alan Clive's living room with him at the piano. Alan was a stunningly talented musician and a brilliant man, and unfortunately one of the many casualties of our generation. And there's another song I used to do with him all the time, and I'm going to do it in his memory right now. This day and age we're living in gives cause for apprehension, with speed and new invention, and things like fourth dimension. But we get a little weary with Mr. Einstein's theory. So we must at times sit back, relax and ease the tension. No matter what the progress or what has yet been proved, the simple facts of life are such they cannot be removed. You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is still a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say I love you. On that you can rely. No matter what the future brings as time goes by. Moonlight and love songs never out of date. Hearts full of passion, jealousy, and hate. Woman needs man, and man must find his mate that no one can deny. It's still the same old story, a fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by.
Play it, Sam.
You knew the intro.
Yeah. In that movie, I think they were all Antifa.
They were pretty much all Antifa. That is in fact an Antifa movie,
Yes.
unless you're Conrad Veidt.
Except for the Vichy.
Right. Somebody put a nice little meme up that showed the Von Trapp family from Sound of Music and said Antifa. So now we're going to go to Chip, I believe. You ready for us, Chip? I am muting, and we're ready for you.
All right, I'm going to do this is a Mississippi fiddle tune that has been done in many, many different ways. Done by Doc Roberts has done it. Doc Watson has done it. Brian Sutton recently has played it. So it's kind of been around a lot of different versions, but this is the version I like, which is probably closer to the old time version as opposed to a fancier, newer version. It's a tune called Carroll County Blues, which isn't really a blues, by the way, because it doesn't have 12 bars in it, so it's kind of odd. Carroll County Blues, 3 times through, key of G.
Yay!
Thank you all.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, thanks.
Yep. Now, do you suppose Carroll County has 12 bars in it?
No, but it has 2 R's.
Aha.
Okay. Well, that's terrific. I think we're going to have Draven now, if I'm pronouncing his name right. Is that right, Draven? Let me mute everybody, and then you can unmute. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, you can unmute and speak with
Yeah,
us.
that's my name.
Good.
That's it, right? I'm going to put my poem into the Gmail, or the Gmail. I'm going to take it from the Gmail and put it into the chat. It's written a certain way, so my pronunciation might make more sense to you that way. There we go. How are all y'all doing today? Hopefully good. There you go. Should be in the chat now. So let's see. It's supposed to be read a lot faster. Came out faster in my head, but I'm just gonna read it at a normal pace. The difference between morning and morning is you. Without you, my life would be screw, Ed. I don't know what I would do if you were dead. Without you in my life, you become just a myth, something believed to be real. It would break my heart and my soul and just leave a role that can never be filled, never be acted. Build for your headstone, your name all but redacted. Life has no meaning, but you gave me purpose. If I hurt you, I promise it wasn't on purpose. I just want you to know that if I could not show that you mean something to me, you always see through me. I love you no matter that nothing matters. Just know that you matter, so what's the matter? That's about it. Haven't read it out loud yet, so it probably sounded bad.
Very nice. Very
It
nice.
did not sound bad at all. It sounded very sweet, really. So we thank you for that. And now let's see, Dave. Is Karen with you, or is it just you?
She's resting right now, so it's just me.
Okay, well, we'll give her another chance later. I'm muting everybody. And we are ready.
Okay, so since I heard you play just a few verses of this song, I gotta let everybody know the full wondrousness of it. As I said, it's a folk song by virtue of the fact that I learned it from my dad, who was also a folk singer. And it's called The Frozen Logger. As I walked out one evening into a small cafe, a 40-year-old waitress to me these words did say, I see that you are a logger and not just a common bum. 'Cause nobody but a logger stirs his coffee with his thumb. My lover was a logger. There's none like him today. If you'd pour whiskey on it, he would eat a bale of hay. He never shaved the whiskers from off of his horny hide. He'd pound them in with a hammer and bite them off inside. My lover came to see me, 'twas on one wintry day. He held me in a fond embrace that broke 3 vertebrae. He kissed me as we parted, so hard that it broke my jaw, and I could not speak to tell him he forgot his mackinaw. The weather tried to freeze him. It tried its level best. At 100 degrees below zero, he buttoned up his vest. It froze clear down to China. It froze to the stars above. At 1,000 degrees below zero, it froze my logger love. They tried their best to save him, and would you believe it, sir? They cut him into axe heads to cut the Douglas fir. That's how I lost my lover, and to this cafe I've come. And here I wait till someone stirs his coffee with his thumb.
Yeah, that was a great
Yeah.
favorite of my
Beautifully done.
dad's as
It's a
well.
heart-rendering
I'm sure,
song.
yeah, I'm sure if he'd known
Heartfelt
Charlie, they
song,
would
but
have been
heartfelt.
birds of a feather. Okay, Raven Dave. So did I get everybody but me so far? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess you'll have to put up with me then. Alrighty. See if I can. All right, everybody muted but me. Okay, this song is one of those what they call millbilly songs. That is a song from the textile industry of North Carolina, and was recorded by Dorsey Dixon, who was a great steel guitar player back in the 20s. And I heard it from early versions by the New Law City Ramblers in the 50s. And you know, Dave was telling us last week about this documentary about the Ramblers called I've Always Been a Rambler. And it's up on YouTube, full-length version. You can watch it for free, and I highly recommend it. It's just an outstanding movie. New Law City Ramblers, I've Always Been a Rambler, and you can just look it up on YouTube. Anyway, this is the Weave Room Blues. I don't know if it's a blues or not. We'll find out, I guess. Well, I'm a-working in the weave room, fighting for my life, trying to make a living for my kiddies and my wife. Some are needing clothing and some are needing shoes, and I'm a-getting nothing but the weave room blues. I got the blues, the weave room blues. With your nose, yep. This has got just full of all this weave room jargon, and it's hard to say, so bear with me. It's kind of a tongue twister. With your loads of slamming shuttles bouncing on the floor, when you flag your fixer, you can see that he is sore. I'm trying to make a living, but I'm thinking I will lose. I'm getting nothing but the weave room blues. I got the blues, the weave room blues. Breakouts and out up by the score. Cloth will roll up back and piled up in the floor. The bats are running and the strings are hanging to your shoes. We're simply dying with the weave room blues. Got the blues, got the weave room blues. Harness eyes are breaking and the double's coming through. The devil's in their alley and he's coming after you. Our poor hearts are aching, let us take a little booze. For we're simply dying with the weave room blues. I got the blues, the weave room blues. I got the blues, I got the weave room blues.
Yay!
great, man.
Jimmy Rogers there. Some Jimmy Rogers.
Yeah, well, kind of. Yeah, some of that kind of yodeling. Some
Yeah.
of that kind of yodeling. They, the Dixon brothers. I think there were a pair of them. I can't remember if they were a pair. Dorsey Dixon, and they did a lot of great pieces. So look them up on YouTube. They'll turn up.
See all y'all later.
Oh, okay. Glad you could join us.
Bye-bye.
Take care. So I'm gonna take my customary little break here, and I'll be back in a sec.
Sounds like a good idea.
There's Eli. Hello, Eli.
Your Uncle Terry saying hello?
Aww.
All right, kiddo. All right, see you later.
Little
Go to bed. Be quiet, okay? Spilling anything here. Be careful. See you later. I'm gonna go back. If I have time, I'll come here and do it. Hold on.
Are you gonna sing us a song, Eli?
You want to see?
Are you gonna sing us a song?
You gonna sing a song? Okay. Okay. You need to give me my space back. Okay. We've all seen Michael Jackson, so
I'm
come
not
on.
doing Michael Jackson.
Get somebody can pick you up. Come on, Eli.
That's pretty good. That's the performance of the evening. Well, we've got 8 bars and 12 bars and one more round before the bar closes. So let's see. Larry, you want to go again, or are you still here? There you are. Yeah, muting everybody, mutating, and ready for Larry.
Well, this is from those paragons of folk music, Tom and Dick's Mothers. Oh, my old man's a sailor, now why you think about that? He wears a sailor collar, he wears a sailor hat, he wears a sailor sailor shoes, and every Saturday evening he reads the Sailor News. man's an anthropologist. Now what do you think about that? He wears an anthropologist raincoat. He wears an anthropologist hat. He wears an anthropologist collar. He wears an anthropologist shoes. And every Saturday evening, he reads anthropologist news. And someday, if I can, I'm gonna be an anthropologist, the same as my old man. Now my old man's a refrigerator repairman. Now what do you think about that? He wears a refrigerator repairman's collar. He wears a refrigerator repairman's hat. He wears a refrigerator repairman's collar. He wears a refrigerator repairman's shoes. And every Saturday evening, he wears a refrigerator repairman's news. And someday, if I can, I'm gonna be a refrigerator repairman, the same as my old man. No, my old man's a cotton picking, chicken flicker, finger licking. Oh, my old man's a cotton picking, finger licking, chicken plucker. Now, what do you think about that? He wears a cotton picking, finger licking, chicken plucker's collar, raincoat. He wears a cotton picking, finger licking, chicken plucker's hat. He wears a cotton picking, finger licking, chicken plucker's collar. He wears a cotton picking, finger licking, chicken plucker's shoes. And every Saturday evening, he reads a cotton picking, finger licking, chicken plucker's news. And someday, if I can, I'm gonna be a cotton picking, finger licking, chicken plucker, the same as my old man.
Yay!
Beautiful, beautiful.
And
I think Gary and I know a song that works the same way. The man who owns all those soft seats, the man who owns all those good
the
peanuts.
Good Peanut song.
Yeah,
The
I'll
man-
brush it off and do it on my otter hop next time.
Yeah, man. All the $3 Plymouth Rock, all wool in the yard, wide, guaranteed
Not to rip into her work pants.
Also, the harem of the court against Caractacus works on a similar principle. But
Right. He had on ad nauseum principle. Huh?
The Smothers Brothers based that song on the My Old Man's a Dustman.
Yeah,
which,
that's how I
is
heard
recorded by Lonnie Donegan,
Yeah,
famous
right.
of the leader of the skiffle movement,
Yeah.
from which we get the Beatles, after all.
Right.
Yeah.
no Donegan, no Beatles.
Jen and I had a great time singing that song for a Christmas party one year, I remember. Yeah, so, okay, so that was Larry. And we got Jack.
Okay,
You're back, Jack.
I'm back.
Muting everyone.
cool.
So unmute when you, wait a minute. Unmute when you are ready now.
I is ready. Let's see how
Great.
this goes. Come, step through this door, this passage to another place. Look and see the beach to the left and to the right. Watch as the Gulf storm rolls in over the waves. Come, look at this ring of stone and the wood laid upon it, the wood gathered from the water, from the waves. Come, light the flame. Let it catch and burn, and let the embers fly into the night air. Hang the pot on the tripod. Take 3 stones and put them in the bottom and lay in the water. Come, each and every one bring what they can, whether it be carrots or turnips or what have you. Let's make a meal worthy of a king. Let's make a meal worthy of who you are. In fellowship and love and in time. Come, let us wait for the storm to blow over. Let this nameless hurricane dissipate and become nothing but tendrils of fog and ribbons of cloud. And let the stars and the moon shine forth, and let us dance in the starlight, and let the flames of the fire warm our hearts and soul, and let us drink to goodwill and peace and love.
Very nice.
And we need more of that. Great. So now I think we're moving along to Al. Can you favor us with a little squeeze boxing?
Oh yeah. I've got.
I like foot boxing, except to squeeze people. I don't know. Okay, muting and ready.
Okay, this is Cajun tune Valse de Malchance. It's Malchance translates as either the bad luck or the unlucky waltz, depending on how you want to do it. It's tune. It's another Lawrence Walker tune. The Valse de Malchance. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
That's alive.
a lovely little waltz that
Very,
was.
very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I say, I'm not sure if it's sometimes they call it the bad luck waltz or the unlucky waltz.
Well, unlucky is malchanceux. So yeah, the malchanceux, which ends up being bad luck anyway. But
Maybe it's just the bad waltz.
yeah.
Too bad. Okay, Chris, you want to go next?
Oh, guess so.
All right, I am mutating. All ready for you, Chris. Chris, unmute yourself.
That's cool. I wasn't quite ready anyway. Okay, gonna do a little tune. The name of this thing has always got a kick out of it. It's called Bonaparte Crossing the Rockies. And there's another tune called Bonaparte Crossing the Rhine, and that's logical enough. But Bonaparte Crossing the Rockies, I've just always got a kick out of the name of that tune. Later on, I had somebody somewhere said that it was not named for Napoleon Bonaparte, but it was named for Bonaparte, who was a French Canadian trapper. I don't think so. I think some hillbilly just had a kick out of calling it Bonaparte Crossing the Rockies. Let's see how I do. Let me start this again.
has a very Celtic flavor. Does it go back to an Irish tune?
I'm sorry?
It has a very Celtic flavor to it. Does it is it related to any like Irish tunes?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, it's the minute it opens its mouth, it speaks Gaelic. So
It's a French-Irish trapper called Napoleon Murphy. See, so. I just want to say, Chris, your sound today and I think last week, your sound is really, the sound quality is really good. I don't know what you did from week 1 to this time, but
I think it's just sometimes I forget to turn off original sound. That's all. Or turn it on.
Yeah, gets confusing. Okay, so after Chris, we have Stuart. Muting. All yours, Stuart.
Okay. Sort out my strap here. Yeah, I'm going to do a contrarian song. How about that? This is a song where the redcoats are the good guys. For all you people who've seen too many Mel Gibson movies, okay? This is a song written by Stan Rogers. And he died young, as we all know, but one of his missions as a songwriter was to take history of Canada and make it into popular songs so that people would sing about it. Because that's the way you get history to sing, is you sing it. And this is a song about a guy called John McDonnell, who was the aide-de-camp to General Major Isaac Brock in the Battle of Queenston Heights in October of 1812. This was about 2 years before, people took a trip with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi and destroyed the English army, but that's another whole story. That's still to come. This is one where the English won, or the Brits won. And the story is basically Isaac Brock, the Major General, gets shot on the first day of battle, killed. And the guy, his aide-de-camp, takes over, no real background in how to do things. And he has a very successful victory. Alas, he's killed 2 days later. Back in England, Major General Isaac Brock is proclaimed a hero, and no one even remembers McDonnell. And it's called McDonnell on the Heights. And it's written when Stan went to visit there's a big monument to the general, and just in a small strip of writing on the rock on the statue, there's the name McDonnell. And McDonnell was the key to it all. It's called McDonnell on the Heights. Too thin the line that charged the heights and scrambled in the clay. Too thin the eastern township Scot who showed them all the way. Perhaps had you not fallen, you might be what Brock become, but not one in 10,000 knows your name. To say the name McDonnell, it would bring no bugle call, but the redcoats stayed beside you when they saw the general fall. 'Twas McDonnell to raise the banner then and set the heights aflame, but not one in 10,000 knows your name. You brought the field all standing with your courage and your luck, but amongst the most you're lying there beside old General Brock. So you know what it is to scale the heights and fall just short of fame, and have not one in 10,000 know your name. At Queen Queenston now, the general on his tower stands alone. There's lichen on MacDonald carved upon that weathered stone. In a corner of the monument to glory you could claim, but not one in 10,000 knows your name. You brought the field standing with your courage and your luck, but unknowns to most you're lying there beside old General Brock. So you know what it is to scale the heights and fall just short of fame, and have not one in 10,000 know your name, and have not one in 10,000 know your name.
It's just lovely.
It's lovely.
Yay!
Was it,
Thank
did
you.
you say Gordon Bach, was it?
No, Stan Rogers.
Dan Rogers, okay.
You've got to pay attention.
I'm
Gotta pay
paying
attention
attention. Oh my gosh, these slipped by me, my old brain. Okay, so Mary Jane, would you like to do one? I am muting for you. Already.
Okay. So this one is Shenandoah, and it was written in the 1800s, and it was about a French trader. And there's more history involved, but this is, I've never really quite understood how the words really connect up with each other. You know, like there's a lot of holes in this song, but at least this one's got more verses, so it tells a little bit more of the story. When Shenandoah was supposed to be an Indian chief who had a beautiful daughter, but the first verse, it sounds like he's singing to the Indian chief, like he wants to see him rather than the daughter. At any rate, probably it's better just not to think about the story behind this based on what I've told you. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Far away, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you. Away, I'm bound away across the wide Missouri. The Missouri is a mighty river. Far away, you rolling river, with Indians camped along her border. Away, I'm bound away across the wide Missouri. Well, a white man loved an Indian maiden. Far away, you rolling river, with notions his canoe was laden. Away, I'm bound away across the wide Missouri.
you rolling river. It was for her I crossed the water. Away, I'm bound away across the wide Missouri. But it's fairly well I'm bound to leave you. Far away, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I'll not deceive you. Away, I'm bound away across the wide Missouri.
Hey!
Final song.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Okay. All right, let's see. Is that me, Jane? Jim Turtelot.
Here I am.
Okay, I'm muting. We're all ready.
All right. Well, rather than do another song, I decided I would read one of my favorite poems by the great English shadow poet laureate, Adrian Mitchell. It's called Human Beings. Look at your hands, your beautiful, useful hands. You're not an ape. You're not a parrot. You're not a slow loris or a smart missile. You're human. Not British, not American, not Israeli, not Palestinian. You're human. Not Catholic, not Protestant, not Muslim, not Hindu. You're human. We all start human. We end up human. Human first, human last. We're human or we're nothing. Nothing but bombs and poison gas. Nothing but guns and torturers. Nothing but slaves of greed and war if we're not human. Look at your body with its amazing systems of nerve wires and blood canals. Think about your mind, which can think about itself and the whole universe. Look at your face, which can freeze into horror or melt into love. Look at all that life, all that beauty. You're human. They are human. We are human. Let's try to be human. Dance.
Very good.
That was great. We needed that.
Yeah.
All right, then Dave, can you do one for us?
All right.
I'm muting. And we're all ready for you.
So this is a couple of Irish dance tunes on the concertina. And the recording that I learned it from just called the Danny O'Keefe's Slides. A slide is a kind of a jig. Now, the funny thing about these two tunes is they seem to go together very well, although the keys are completely different. Maybe some musicologists can explain why that is.
think I can answer the question. It's that's in a relative. Is that a relative? No, it's not a relative minor. I thought he was. G A B.
Not it. The first one's in G major and the second one's in A Dorian. So go figure.
It's called the D whistle, in my case.
Yeah.
It works.
Okay. So Chip has gone away, I guess. So we're around to Dave. Oh no, we just did Dave, didn't we?
Yes, we're on to you, Eric.
You.
We're on to me. Okay. As luck would have it, or not. Okay. All right. Oops. So I'm going to do a little Bahamian song, which was recorded also by Count Basie. And it's called Mama Don't Want No Peas, No Rice. Oh, here's Eli. You'll like this song, I think. Mama don't want no peas, no rice, no coconut oil. Mama don't want no peas, no rice, no coconut oil. Mama don't want no peas, no rice. Mama don't want no coconut oil. Just want the brandy handy all the time. Well, Mama don't want no gin because it makes her sin. Don't want no gin because it makes her sin. Mama don't want no bottle of gin because it's bound to make her sin and keep her hot and bothered all the time. Hello, Ellie. Mama don't. Mama complains she's got a pain across the chest. Mama complains she's got a pain across the chest. Mama complains she's got a pain across the chest. Is that fruit that Papa gave her won't digest? Mama don't want no peas, no rice, no coconut oil, no coconut oil. Mama don't want no peas, no rice, no coconut oil. I hope you're all singing along. Mama don't want no peas, no rice. Mama don't want no coconut oil. Just a bottle of brandy handy all the time. Well, Mama, she likes the rum 'cause it fills her with such fun. Mama, she likes the rum, it fills her with such fun. Mama likes her rum because it fills her with such fun, and it makes her feel like whoopee all the time. Mama laid down last night to sleep, says she's feeling cold. Mama laid down last night to sleep, she's feeling cold. Mama laid down to sleep, she laid down to sleep, we're told that Mama was feeling very cold. She says that poor old Papa must be getting old. Mama don't want no peas, no rice, no coconut oil. Don't want no peas, no rice, no coconut oil. Mama don't want no peas, no rice. Mama don't want no coconut oil. Just a bottle of brandy handy all the time.
Yay!
Yeah. Well, we're around the circle again. I could, if anybody want to do an encore, the mics are open.
I'll do one.
Okay.
It's another song that my father taught me.
Okay, I'll do the muting here, and so whenever you're
ready. It's very short. My father was a folk singer too, and I learned this from him when I was real little, which explains, I think, how I turned out like I did, maybe. It's called There Was a Little Man. And I should explain that the term growler in this song means a large mug of beer. There was a little man and he had a little can and he used to rush the growler. He went to a saloon on a Sunday afternoon and you ought to hear the bartender holler. No more booze, no more booze, no more booze on Sunday. No more booze, no more booze. Come back and get your can filled Monday. She's the only girl I love, with a face like a horse and wagon, leaning up against the lake. Oh, fireman, save my child.
Okay, listen. The chambermaid come to my door. Get out of bed, you dearie. The second shift is in the room and they're looking mighty weary. You know another one, Chris? We used to know some bizarre verses to this. Oh, God. Oh, I know. The chambermaid come room my room. Get out of the. Well, anyway, the chambermaid come to my room. Get out of bed, you sucker. We need them sheets from the tablecloths, and it's almost time for supper.
Since we're beginning to wind down, I just noticed that the couple that put together the songbook that many of us use, the Rise Up Singing songbook, a couple of creators, Peter Blood and Annie Patterson, are having a series of Zoom concerts. I don't know if we've missed them or not, but one of the Zoom concerts they're doing has Sai Khan sitting in with them.
That would be cool.
So I don't know if you have access to that, Terry. You can
probably scare it up somewhere. Yeah.
If it's by me, but they're doing a Zoom concert called "Sing Out the Vote" or something like that.
Yeah, you probably look up their website. Just search for "Rise Up Singing."
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought Sai Kung died like 30 years ago, sir.
Oh no.
Avalon Mill.
Easy to kill one of these folk buzzards.
Well, they do have a lot of good folk connections. So you never can tell what kind of guests they'll have. One of the perks of doing those books was they got to get to know everybody. So
cool.
Yeah, I think I knew.
Okay, well, anybody else do an encore? Yeah.
No, I was just going to sign off.
Well, that was by, not volunteering. You got to be careful about that.
I like these poets that are joining us. Thank you, Jeff,
Thank you for
doing some spoken word stuff for us.
Yeah, that's a tradition that started with Stone Soup Sessions when we were doing stuff up there at the Texas Music Museum. These poets turned up and they just hung out and they never would go away. So I decided to really welcome them and enjoy them.
Then I get into my birthday party every year. It's a hoot.
Okay.
Well, what the hell was that? And I say, it's poetry, baby. It's poetry.
Poetry. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to bid you adieu and remind you that tomorrow is the Celtic song session, if you want to join us for that at 2 o'clock. So take care, everybody.
You
All right.
too. Bye-bye.
See you next week.
Bless.
Happy trails.
To you.